All right. If we are squared away and prepared, it is time to jump into episode 6, 7. What is this? Help me. Nobody? Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. It is time to jump into episode 6 of Call of the Netherdeep, and here we go. Your party has, of course, been traveling some time with the Jewel of Three Prayers, discovered in a secret cave dedicated to the goddess Sehanine. And in your possession, you learned of the fate of Elixion, or at least a vision of this being, who cried out for help from your party. And during your travels south, you were encouraged to head to Batzazan in order to learn more about the Jewel of Three Prayers, and to learn the fate of Elixion and what you can do to perhaps alleviate the suffering of this strange being. But of course, along the way, your rivals have accompanied you, led by Aojabe, and they have followed along, seeking a glory and a destiny for themselves, attaching themselves to your party. And you have battled monsters and beings aplenty, traveling across the wastes of Xhorhas, where demons once dared to tread. But now you have arrived at a place of safety, known as the Emerald Loop Caravan Stop, and here you may take a moment's respite before moving on to Batzazan itself. You guys are here. And allow me to reorient you with your surroundings. A large stand of trees has risen out of the barren wasteland, and the leaves of dozens of towering oaks rustle in the breeze, and the scent of a bonfire wafts from a trail of smoke rising from somewhere ahead. The path through the trees is deeply rutted by the work of countless wagon wheels, and a wooden sign posted at the head of the caravan stop bears a decorated shepherd's crook that is the holy symbol of Melora, the Wild Mother, and the words Emerald Loop Caravan Stop. That said, as you guys have made your way in, your rivals, led by Aojabe, have decided to take leave of your party momentarily, and have set up a collection of camps, a collection of tents nearby, offering to share any hospitality should you guys so desire to be part of it. But for the moment, you guys are looking around, trying to get your bearings, and I am going to turn it over to the party now to see what it is you guys would like to do, and what comes out of interest to you. So if you want to click and ping on the map and let me know what it is you want to find out about, feel free to do so.
Trees.
Trees.
Yeah, they look like they're chopped down.
They are indeed.
Is that accurate?
Yes. That's pretty obvious from the area around. The other trees seem to be left alone. However, once you're checking that out, Venn, if you want to give me a survival check, I will allow that.
Okay,
Or an investigation. Actually, I'll also accept an investigation roll. Either one is fine.
Can I assist?
I'm going to let Venn have this one on her own for the moment, Magnus, if that's cool.
Yeah.
They are both the same, so I'll just do investigation. 9. Should have done survival.
On a 9, yes, there has been some cutting of the trees here. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay. Anyone else?
Is there food smells coming from in here?
Oh, yes. The scent of food is wafting into your senses. And since you're doing that, Rook, I will grant you a survival roll. You smell the distinct sense, with a 13, you smell the distinct sense of Mastodon corundil. It's a succulent meal indeed, and there's a spicy and smoky flavored sort of scent wafting into the air and filling your nostrils. It is quite tasty.
I think Magnus is going to go toward the nearest Aurora Watch person.
Okay. Magnus, you approach the nearest Aurora Watch individual. And the Aurora Watch drow warrior sort of regards your approach and says, Traveler?
Yes, well, on our way here, we unfortunately found multiple corpses of the Watch, and I wanted to return their belongings and their tags.
The Watch veteran sort of looks at you kind of quizzically and says, Really? A lot of people wouldn't bother. But he steps forward all the same and says, Show me what you have.
Yeah, and I start picking out the items and handing them over.
So the veteran takes them one after another and says, Tell me how you came by these, in a sort of authoritarian tone.
Unfortunately, we came by, what was it, Glabrazu? What was the one?
The Hezru.
Hezru. We came upon a Hezru and were ambushed by a few other demons. That looked like they fell toward the demon, but they got the demon, at least.
Yeah, your clothes look like they've been through the ringer, traveler.
Yes, well, you know how it is out there.
Indeed I do. What is your name, please?
Magnus.
Magnus. All right, you see him like pull out like a small like journal and begin like scribbling notes into some parchment. And then finally he collects the tags from you and says, "For your trouble," and he hands you a single gold piece.
No, that's fine. There's personal belongings too, at least things that look like it was mementos, probably for the family.
Oh.
And then I start handing those over.
So the veteran, like seeing like the pile of things that you're gathering, like the other one, like another one finally comes over and asks, like, "Well, what's all this then?" You know, the guard like explains what's happening, and like together they start like gathering up the belongings. So this one takes them and like starts piling them in a nearby wagon, taking notes all the while. The veteran's like asking you questions about like, you know, what did you see? Like, you know, how many? Did you get any faces? That sort of thing. But for the most part, it's a very militaristic sort of like, yeah. And as you're kind of like talking to this person, why don't you give me an insight roll?
Okay.
Remind me, does that the Aurora Watch? They're mostly drow.
They are not specifically drow. These ones are. But I will happily tell you about them here in a moment.
What was the insight?
Yeah, give me an insight roll, please.
Okay.
And for me... Okay, I'll get to that result in a moment. But first, I need to get to the world of Exandria real fast. Rook, remind me what it is you were trying to work out with the...
Just like who comprises the Aurora Watch? I didn't know if it was mostly drow or if it was just a mixed bag of people who live in Xhorhas or...
According to the character sheet, it appears to be there is like a sort of like any race here, but what you've encountered for the most part are what most D&D players would consider to be like monstrous races, like drow, orcs, goblins, that sort of thing. Those sorts of people can comprise the Aurora Watch. You also know that they are the military arm of the Kryn dynasty. I don't know if you know much about the Kryn dynasty itself, but happy to try and a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I watched
maybe
Critical Role.
I did not. So, Brian, do you have a little bit more detail on the Kryn dynasty?
Well, the what you know in the what characters know right there gives you a little bit on the Kryn dynasty. If you've read that yet, but that's a pretty good shoving off point for what you know about the Kryn dynasty. There's a lot to it. Let's just put it that way. So,
and I'll go ahead and read that off for our listeners. The Kryn dynasty is the dominant nation of Xhorhas, founded by a drow queen named Leylas Kryn, who fled the Underdark and the tyrannical rule of Loth the Spider Queen, along with her disciples. The Bright Queen, as she is known, still rules the dynasty centuries later, and its cities contain more than just drow. Orcs, goblinoids, tieflings, humans, and many others call the cities of the dynasty their home. Countless more denizens of the dynasty are nomads who roam the wastes in clans, hunting mastodons and other Xhorhasian megafauna. As you can see, that would answer your question, I think, Rook, unless you had some more to add.
Nope, that was it.
Okay. And Magnus, you had a question too?
No, just the insight check.
Okay, yes, let's get that. So the 21, the Aurora Watch veteran doesn't really seem to be too broken up about the whole thing, but it's not out of it's more out of practicality than callousness. It's like, yeah, people die. That's kind of our job. And the veteran's like, finally, like, as he finishes the whole thing, he says, all right, well, I'm grateful for that. I'll try and get these to the families that are necessary. I'm sure a lot of people in Batsazan will probably appreciate this.
Of course.
He finally looks over at your party and everything like that, and Venn like kind of poking around, and Rook like kind of ambling into the tent, and finally the veteran like finally just sort of like says in a low voice like, "Don't cause any trouble."
No worries. Thank you.
And with that, the veteran steps back. Kitty, what are you up to?
I'm just kind of sitting by the turtle because it's the most interesting thing that she found. She's not doing anything investigating, unless you want me to roll for something. I'm not looking around or not interested. You know what I mean. Kitty is who she is.
So, for our listeners, on the west side of the clearing stands a full-grown horizon-back tortoise, and on its back is the homestead of a family of goblins who are currently making repairs to the structure. And Rook, where you are, 7 covered wagons are encircling a bonfire, and a rope fence has been set up north of the encampment to contain the oxen for the wagons. Now, so Kitty, since you're kind of over there and kind of like getting, just kind of like the lay of the land and such, you can kind of see like a few things about the turtle itself. It's an adult horizon-back taurus, which is known as Kinispaji in Goblin. And the goblins that are kind of around it there, they're made of wood. The structures are made of like wood, thatch, canvas, rope, and the goblins themselves are like kind of picking their home up. As you are sort of like looking at the whole thing, a sort of like much younger goblin, you would say probably about 3 years old, pops up. And kind of like she's like, I don't have a token for her, unfortunately, but she's very small. She's 3 years old, and she's staring as you're staring at the tortoise. She is kind of like staring back down at you nearby this sort of like rope ladder, right? And she kind of pokes her head out from this trap door inside the turtle, and kind of balances herself upside down, hanging with her legs from the rope ladder, and she points what appears to be a toy bow and arrow at you. "Who goes there?" she says.
My name is Kitty. What's your name?
Well, Kitty, what's your clearance? Do you have authority to be just loitering around a turtle like that?
I'm clearance level 7.
7? Man, I've never even heard of 7. Mine only goes up to 6.
And she sort of like plops herself down from the ladder and runs up to you, and she like gives you like this ridiculous salute, like she's like plants like the back of her hand like up against her forehead, and her fingers are spread open.
"Reporting for duty, Miss Commander? What's your rank anyway?" Poke.
Commander.
Okay, Commander.
I'm Commander Kitty of the pink team.
Well, in that case, I am Sergeant Chespa reporting for duty, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to draw some pictures with me?
Drawing pictures?
And she like kind of leans in and goes,
"Is that part of the game?"
Yes, it's how we scout out the enemy.
Okay, so can we like draw some maps and stuff, and like, because there's like demons and stuff, and like, yes, Commander. Sergeant Chespa's really good at drawing maps, and we can draw some maps for all the demons and bad guys. Yes, ma'am. And she scrambled, without another word, she scrambles back up to the horizon back and comes back with a spilling collection of like paper and crayons and markers and God knows what else, and paint sets that all just kind of like fall in a heap. And she finally like squats down and says, ready to draw, Commander."
Okay, let's get to work.
And I think they just sit there coloring.
Okay. So that's exactly what happens, is that you and little Chespa begin like, just sort of drawing, and she's like sort of like just kind of painting and goes, and she finally and she's like, after her painting for a couple minutes, how kids do, she kind of drops the gimmick and she's like, "Where are you from?"
Well, I was found in a cave.
You were?
Yeah.
What kind of cave?
Um,
Was there like scary monsters in it?
No, I think I was the scariest thing that was there. Yeah, that's where Venn found me.
Can I see Venn from where I am?
Yeah, Venn's over there. What are you doing, Venn? Still investigating the tree line or heading towards the oxen?
She's probably, she would be moving her way through the trees, the chopped trees, and just kind of making her way over to the fence, but she's not really doing anything other than looking around right now.
Okay.
Oh, did she find you?
Yeah. I was like really sleepy, I guess. And she woke me up.
Sometimes I get sleepy, and then Papa Draskor tries to tell me to go to bed, and I say I don't want to. I'm a big girl now. I can do whatever I want. But then little Gothby's my brother. He's a jerk, and he says I gotta go to bed, and I got a mind, and I don't like it.
Oh, well, do you,
Well, like, look. I know my ABCs, and she like holds up this map of like, it's actually really, really good like ABCs and stuff, and she's actually like pretty sharp, as it turns out for her age.
that's so good. I can barely write them.
That's what I said. I told Gothby that, and he doesn't listen. He just acts like he's a grown up, even though he's 2 years older than me. But that's okay, because I'm protecting Big Yo-Yo here. And Big Yo-Yo is the tortoise, as she indicates, and the tortoise just sort of lowers its head, like kind of like in your direction at its name, and just grabs a big handful, like big clump full of grass in its massive mouth, and just. Big Yo-Yo's our home. Isn't he cute?
It's so cool.
Uh-huh.
So big.
The tortoise just continues to chomp. Yeah, he's kind of slow and he's kind of dumb, but he's home. Where are you going? Are you going somewhere else, or?
I think Alan honestly forgot where we were going.
That's his answer.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'd have to ask Venn, but we're going because I have a really pretty rock.
Oh, well, okay. Like that rock? And she points at the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll trade you. And she like, this is my bow. I've killed 500 demons with this bow.
I pull out my sword and I go, I think I've killed like 6 or 7.
Well, that's not enough. You gotta kill more of them.
I'm pretty good at it, I think. But I guess you're better than I am.
And she finally leans in and like sort of says conspiratorially, I didn't really do that. I just, it's still a really cool bow, but I've never seen a really big sword like that. Can I hold it? This is specifically for you, Alan.
I said, can we both hold it together?
Okay. Yeah, it's probably pretty big. Should I hold she tries to reach for the tip of the blade?
Oh, not that side. Hold it from here, and I put my hand on the back of the blade, the non-sharp part, and the upper part of the handle, so I balance, and she can hold the bottom.
So you guys spend a little bit of time doing that, and the little goblin's just very, very happy about all of this. And she's like, and you guys just have this cute little scene basically together. But we cut over to Venn at that point. Venn, you're kind of seeing that Kitty's talking to this this 3-year-old goblin. But as you're approaching the oxen is just sort of slowly chewing the grass a little bit. But it finally, kind of sees you right there. Can I have an animal handling check out of you?
Yes. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this an unusually large oxen?
I think that's its token size. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, large beast. Now there's actually 7 of them in this corral. I'm just representing them with a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
21.
So the oxen it's kind of doughy eyes, meets you, and it kind of just sort of ambles over to the side of the post and kind of sticks its head through over the ropes and snort, sniffing you a little bit. Its ears are flopping back and forth, chewing away flies and stuff. What do you do?
She says, "Oh, hello there," and she'd pick up she'd pick up a big tuft of grass from the side of the fence and holds it out open palm for the ox.
The ox just leans over, sniffs it, and finally just begins chomping it out of your hand, and it looks very happy. It's just finally after it gets at the mouthful, and it kind of nudges you with its snout
like like how a cat will do, right? Like just
Yeah.
like yeah, you can kind of get the impression that the oxen wants to be petted.
Yeah, she'll pet it and kind of like wipe the slobber off in its fur.
You can see its tail wagging a little bit as the oxen is just sort of like, just very happy and just kind of like contented.
It's moments like these I wish I could speak to you guys, but that power has not been granted to me.
The ox just sort of blinks dumbly at you.
Yeah, she'll keep petting it and probably like grab another like tuft of grass and hold it out for another one of the ox in the fence.
Okay. The other one like slowly ambles over, and now you have like an audience, I dare say. One by one, the oxen start like coming over and start like just like taking like tufts of grass from you and just kind of like enjoying the whole thing. And you are making some cow friends.
Hooray! Do I see anybody like that is in charge of the ox anywhere?
You get the assumption that they belong to the wagons over here. So
Okay.
you imagine that if anybody does own these oxen, they're on the inside.
All right, I'll just keep feeding them grass from the other side of the fence because it's always better. So.
Then we will shift our attention to Rook. Rook, you step inside the camp, and the bonfire is the center of the activity of this caravan stop, it seems. And you see a drow individual in a rugged outfit, and as she like looks up at you and she says, "Hail, traveler. Hungry?"
Yes, if you ever need a spare.
Maybe. Pop a squat right here. What's your name, friend?
My friends call me Rook.
Gaia Illyria. And you, my friend Rook, are about to taste some of the best mastodon corundil to be found outside of Asarius.
I've never had mastodon before.
You haven't? Then you're in for a treat. I dare say I make the best one in this camp.
And she like kind of winks, she gives you a smile and kind of winks at you. Gonna be hard to eat with that helmet on, though, handsome.
Take his helmet off.
Okay.
Throw it on the ground.
You look like you've been traveling a while.
Yeah, we've been on the road. A couple days.
She takes a look at the scratches and dents in your armor that you've accumulated at this point, and she says,
didn't have too fun a time of it looks like.
I've been on worse.
And Gaia, she, kind of doesn't really respond to that part, but she does create for you a bowl of rice topped with spicy grilled mastodon and smoky flavored korun, a vegetable like a deep red squash that she says is grown in Rosona's sunless gardens. And she passes you the bowl.
He'll dive in.
Okay. Rook, as you dive into the dish, it is indeed magnificent, and I need you to roll 1d10, please.
8.
Okay. With an 8, tomorrow morning after your long rest, you will receive 8 temporary hit points to start the day.
Awesome. He'll talk to her like kind of with his mouth full.
I know. She just kind of gives you a wink as well. There are other individuals inside the cave too. You see a pair of downcast-looking berserkers that are kind of like in low conversations with each other. You also see what appears to be a pair of dryads that are apparently like sort of like they're kind of like and they kind of like are kind of looking at you a bit expectantly in kind of like a strange way, but they haven't said anything direct. The other person that you see is the individual that you rescued on the Moorbounder, the tiefling scout by the name of Justice, if you'll recall that person.
He'll kind of like raise his bowl in acknowledgement at Justice, and I just kind of want to listen. See if he can listen into what the barbarians are saying.
Before that happens, Justice pops up as soon as he sees you, or as soon as she sees you? No, him. He runs over to you, Rook.
Hey, there you are. Good thing you guys made it.
He looks outside and he says,
Yeah, you looks like you guys all made it here. You didn't have too much trouble with the demons, did you?
Oh, just a couple. We ran into a couple of them, but they weren't too bad.
Oh, well, you really saved my hide out there. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, I know I told you guys that, when she made it to the camp that, I'd owe you one, and I want to go ahead and pay you back.
And Justice reaches into his pouch, and he hands you a pair of curious-looking goggles. The goggles appear to be a silvery sort of like construction, with a leather band on the back, with two very wide-eyed lenses, and the entire mask is in the shape of an owl. And he says, "Goggles and night, all for you, buddy. We couldn't get them sold, unfortunately. A lot of people in Xhorhas already have dark vision, but I thought maybe you guys could make some use of it." And he hands you a free pair of goggles of night.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll find a use for them.
Hey, no problem. And you also said you were listening in on the Berserkers, so I would like you to give me a perception roll, please.
Ooh, tough 9.
Unfortunately, you don't really hear much of the conversation. But Justice is also still kind of chattering away, and he's like, "Hey, me and Rice Pudding got to get out of here soon, but I don't." He kind of points over at the dryads and says, "You ever been here before?"
No, not this far.
Oh, well, it's customary to, share food, drink, and song with them in appreciation for the hospitality. They're the ones that run the camp. Oh, and don't cut, and only burn dead wood. Don't cut down anything new. Okay?
Thanks for the tips.
Hey, no problem. Tell your friends I said hi. Come on, Rice Pudding, we gotta go. And he goes out, finds his moorbounder, and they start heading out and leaving the camp behind. Let's cut away from Rook for a minute back to Magnus. Magnus, the veterans have taken the supplies from you now, and they kind of go back to their duties, but they do offer you that gold piece and a thank you. And so what would you like to do next?
Okay. Magnus will take the gold, and they'll see the interaction that kind of happened with Rook, and look over at Venn and see that she's looking at cows or oxen. And then he'll look over at Kitty talking to the goblin, and he'll just shrug, and then he'll start walking over to Kitty.
All right, sure.
Oh, what you guys up to?
Oh, and the little goblin stands up and points her. And she's like, the little goblin is takes hold of the sword a little bit stronger. You can see that Kitty's clearly trying to teach this little goblin how to use the sword correctly, or at least playing at it. But the little goblin's like, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Oh, and then Magnus will snap to attention. See, Private Magnus reporting for duty.
Well, you don't report to me, Private. You report to the commander.
And she points to Kitty.
Oh, Commander. So sorry.
Wear your colors, soldier.
As you can see, I am in my vibrant red today.
How are you part of the pink army?
Well, technically, pink is the lighter shade of red, so it kind of works, right?
Commander, I can fix this.
And she reaches down and grabs a big bottle of pink paint, and she says, "Kneel down, Private, so I can reach you and fix this situation."
Fair enough. I shall kneel down.
He grabs two big fingerfuls of pink paint and slobs it on your face.
Yeah.
There we go.
Looking better every day, don't you think?
That's right. And next time, and we don't want to catch you out of uniform again, Private. Isn't that right, sir?
My apologies, Commander, and Sergeant, was it?
That's right, Sergeant Chespa. Although I'm angling for Lieutenant.
And she kind of nudges Kitty like that.
Well, best of luck to you. What do you got over here? Some maps?
Oh, this is my family's horizon back. This big yo-yo right there.
And a big yo-yo. And once again, the horizon back just doesn't really take any notice of you. He's just kind of chomping away happily.
Oh, well, that is quite the big fella? ?
Oh yeah, he's a boy. You want to look?
And she points on the underside of the tortoise.
What a boy it is! All right, well, so what are you guys playing over here?
Soldiers.
Soldiers?
Yeah, we're making maps about demons and stuff. Private, have you seen any demons out there?
Can't say that I have, but I do know a good pastime. Do you guys like riddles?
I like riddles. Do you like riddles, Commander?
I was really good at them when we were in that other place.
She is quite good.
Okay, well, I'm ready.
And she kind of plops down and in front of her piles of very important maps that she's labeled them. And
okay.
All right. So, I have a tail and a head, but no body. What am I?
You're a coin.
That's right, and I'll flip her the coin that I just got from the guard.
Oh boy, my own gold piece.
That's right. You can keep that. Well, I think I'm gonna go head off into the camp now, but then I'll report back after I see what's in there, alright?
Okay.
Good luck. I'll start
Come
heading
here.
back to the camp.
Commander, I got a gold piece. Look.
Yeah. We do like a little dance together about the gold piece. And I would just like to note that nearly every campaign, Brian ruins the local economy.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't know what money means here.
I'm just like, you pay like a family's monthly income was handed to a 3-year-old.
How the rich should be.
I mean, look, I just came into that coin. I don't care about it. I didn't want it in the first place.
So the little goblin girl, she grabs Kitty like by the hand and goes, "Come on, let's go buy something." And she starts like dragging Kitty towards the center of the caravan.
Yeah, Kitty is happily dragged anywhere. And Kitty's very happy that, like, it seems like everywhere we go in Xhorhas, people aren't scared of her like they were wherever we were before this.
Yeah, I imagine that a lot of people in Xhorhas are like, yeah, we're tired of like not being considered people.
Yeah. I think of the party, I'm sure that tieflings are more widely accepted, but like normally she's just a big freak, and since she's a death bot, it's just like, oh, kid came up and played with me, as opposed to her seeking out playing out with little kid.
Well, that's the thing I've always noticed about little children is that they don't seem to care about much things that are different. They just want to play for the most part. But yeah, the little girl like drags you like towards the caravan. Venn, you're also seeing this too. So the oxen appear to kind of like just sort of amble away, getting ready to take a nap. But you do see the rest of your party heading towards the caravan if you want to join them.
Yeah. She's been keeping an eye on Kitty just from a distance, just to see what she's up to.
So you were okay with the child playing with a great sword?
Ben would be fine with that.
I mean, you're the child bot. It's fine. Like, you take care of children in general. You're good. What better
Ben's
person
like,
to be with a kid, right?
Ben's like, there's no other civilians around. It's fine.
So, Kitty, the little girl drags you over to here, where this bugbear is like kind of standing and keeping watch on things. The bugbear has like a small stall set up here, and the little girl is like, and he's like, "Excuse me, I want to buy something." And the bugbear like looks over at you, Kitty, as like, and the bugbear's like, "I don't think this one's yours."
Oh, like my daughter?
No, I mean, I'm not here to judge or anything. I mean, maybe she is. I don't know. I've heard of adoptions.
She's my lieutenant.
And the girl like lights up immediately. I'm promoted.
We do another little dance.
And everyone's dancing. Everyone in the chamber, aside from the two like berserkers, are kind of like, just sort of smiling at this whole little detail. And she like turns back and goes, "That's right, I'm a lieutenant, and here's my pay for the week." And she like plops the gold coin and says, "I want to buy something." And the bugbear like looks over at Kitty. It's like, all right. I mean, if your commander, I guess, doesn't have a big problem with it.
I don't have any kind of problem with it.
All right. Well, what do you want to buy, little girl?
I want to buy some more parchment because we got maps to make.
And the bugbear is like, "Okay, well, here we go." And he like, "How many sheets you want?" And he counts. She asks for like 5 sheets of parchment. He counts out 5 silver pieces for the sheet and for the parchment, and gives her back 5 silver change. And the little girl is just excited at that point, and she just plops down like kind of like in the caravan area, and like drags Kitty over to like keep doing paints and stuff. And yeah, that's how that kind of plays out. But I'm doing that to let you guys know that this guy's for sale. This guy's selling stuff.
Nice.
What are you selling?
Gaia over here introduced herself to the rest of the party, same as she did with Rook, and begins handing out bowls of the mastodon sort of like rice bowl to anybody who cares to take it.
Hell yeah!
And if you guys partake, roll a d10. And I don't think Kitty can eat, so I don't know if that's going to work. But
Dang,
all right,
got 5.
So tomorrow morning you will start with those temporary hit points.
Yummy.
That's very good.
As they come over, I'll explain to them what Justice told me about sharing food and drink and stuff with the Dryads.
Oh, do they
hosting.
do they need food? I didn't think Dryads ate like
He
mastodon
said,
here.
like offerings, dance. I don't know.
Oh, ooh.
I feel like Kitty would dance for him.
Venn will go up to them and she'll offer to play them a song.
So let's introduce them first. As you show up,
Sure.
the Dryads kind of see you coming, then, and they sort of look you up and down. These creatures, and the Dryads themselves, if you guys have never seen one, is of course these very gorgeous but also sort of ethereal nature spirits that are sort of like part elf, part bush, I suppose I should say. But very powerful creature, very powerful fae, infused with woodland magic. Green-skinned, covered in leaves instead of clothing. Yeah, absolutely amazing and ethereal beings. But the Dryads notice your presence, and they don't say anything, but they sort of incline their heads towards you in unison. And they kind of let you kind of take the lead here, Venn.
Yeah. Venn will just go up to them and, kind of politely nod back to them. And she'll say, hello there. My name is Venn, and these are my companions. And she'll introduce the other 3. And she'll say, is it all right if I honor you with a song?
The Dryads smile at this, and this one here says Lanata, and this one says Robur. And they both say in unison, "We are the Acorn Sisters, and we accept your offering."
Right. She'll say it is a pleasure, and then she will take out her flute and play them a song.
Roll performance, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing this, but I'm so tempted to be like, can I help with my dancing in the background?
A 25, though. Venn, describe your performance for us, for it is absolutely majestic with a 25.
Yeah, so I think that she just kind of takes place between them and the fire and closes her eyes and just kind of lets play. She's not even playing a known song. She's just kind of making up the tune as she goes along, and just kind of changing the tempo and stuff based on their reactions, the Dryads' reactions. And just whatever they seem to react to the best, so as to please them the most, I think.
The Dryads are swaying to the music, and they are sort of dancing in spots and enjoying it. And the other members of the tent themselves, you guys are all moved by this performance. Gaia's pulls out a small drum and is keeping a small bit of time. The Berserkers even seem to lighten up a little bit. And now that you guys are getting a good look at them, they've been through the ringer. They look like they've had a bad time of things. They're nursing injuries, bandages, and there's a hauntedness in their eyes. But they are kind of lighting up with all of this. And finally, when the song ends, the Dryads are beautiful, and they reach out to you. One of them reaches out to you, Venn, and taps you on the forehead.
Okay.
You feel like a sort of warmth flow through you. And you're not sure what just happened, but something did, certainly.
All right.
starts
She'll just kind
puking.
of, yeah, she'll just kind of nod politely again, in kind of like thanks and honor at the same time, And I think then she would take a seat on this side, kind of away from where the smoke is blowing.
Now, once that happens, I need to know who has the +1 dagger from the area with the Udak.
I do.
Okay, is it visible?
I think I would have kept it, figured out some way to keep it like nearby since it's a magical weapon.
Okay. This berserker right here sees the weapon in on your belt as you're painting and drawing, and the berserker sort of wanders over and begins uncoiling her axe.
All right, buddy. You gonna have to calm down right now.
The nomad sort of looks at you, Magnus, as you interjected and says, "What's the meaning of this?"
Meaning of what? You just started walking over here with your weapon unsheathed.
Oh.
What's your deal?
Oh, forgive me. I saw that dagger in your belt. I would like to see it.
Okay, does that require you to take your weapon out?
If I'm intending to trade it, yes.
Well, you say that first. You don't walk up with. How would you feel if I walked up to you and had my?
Kitty
His
pulls
hand gets
up the
stabbed.
dagger.
So the nomad sort of like gives Magnus this sort of like sour look, right? But she looks at the dagger itself, and she says, "This belonged to my father, Kichili Wastewalker. How did you come across it?"
We found it. I don't remember where we found it.
Oh, it was in the demon it was stabbed into the demon. It looked like it was the killing blow. It was actually really cool.
I killed the demon, and it had it in it. And if it's yours, you can have it.
The nomad introduces herself. She says, "I am Tyvak Wastewalker," and she indicates the other nomad and says, "My brother Mogra. You have my father's dagger, and though it is yours by right, I am offering to trade it for this." And she presents to you a very fine-looking battle axe, a lot finer than your garden variety one.
That cool.
And I'll just like, in a very childlike way, like, just trade it out, like we're trading playing card or something.
Yeah. Tyvak, she graciously takes the dagger and she says, "Father, I have retrieved that which is yours, and I will honor you." And with that, she turns over a +1 battle axe to you, Kitty. So please remove the +1 dagger and replace it with a +1 battle axe.
Oh, so you two were with the party of that was involved with that attack. I'm guessing, is that right?
Yes, we were. We lost many of our number that day. I assume you came across its rotten corpse.
Yes, and I also came by some of your kinsmen here. I've got whatever I could get off of them to hopefully send back with. I was really hoping to run into you guys, so here. I start handing off like what I found off the bodies that were there.
And Tyvak is like overcome with emotion, and she's like,
I almost took your head for your insolence, but you've done me a kindness. I would know your names.
I'm Magnus, and well, I'll gesture to Kitty.
I'm Kitty. Thank you for the axe.
Thank you for returning my father's weapon to me. I will offer prayers to the gods for your safe travels.
You as well. I mean, I don't really do the whole god thing, but I really hope that you get back safely.
You as well.
And she looks over at Kitty and says,
"Use that battle axe well. It will serve you against any other demons you might run across."
And with that, she, without another word, she rushes over to Mogra, and they both are overjoyed at the sight of their father's dagger.
Look, I helped somebody.
That was incredible. Started off a little weird, but it's fine in the end.
How did it start off weird?
It's been in my experience that you don't start pulling a weapon walking towards somebody without the mind to use it. So sorry. may have misread that. Could be just my nerves.
Well, we were playing with my sword out in the field, so I don't always think that's the case.
It's a little different, but I understand where you're coming from.
And I put the axe like casually on the ground and go back to coloring.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
A very kitty move. Okay. As mentioned, the bugbear is selling wares, but if you guys are done for the day, we can move on to the next bit. But also, don't forget your rivals do have a campsite nearby, so we can deal with that too if you want. But as mentioned, yes, the bugbear is selling. Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Do we have? How much coin do we have right now? I don't think we got much of any.
Gold.
Nailed it. Yeah,
How much was that again?
23 gold.
All right.
Woof.
4 silver.
I've got
7 silver.
I've got 5 gold here.
Well, you guys see a collection of backpacks, blankets, healers' kits, hunting traps, oil flasks, parchment. Now a 5 sheets less of parchment. Some potions of healing, some rations, some rope, arrows, crossbow bolts, sacks, and tents available for sale.
I don't really need any of that.
Okay.
We're still good on rations,
We
right?
still are good on rations. We got a lot.
We got a freebie today because we ate the mastodon meat, huh?
That's
Alright.
true. Yes, that will count as your meal for the night.
Well, I suppose I'll pay my respects to the dryad unless it's just the whole party. Either way, oh boy, this is gonna go either really bad or okay. Here we go.
Okay, so you approach the dryads, and they once again incline their heads towards you, Magnus, in a sort of strange. They look a little bit askance at you, like you're, and you kind of get the impression it's like they're kind of like eyeballing your artificer accoutrements, right? Like sort of confused by them, but all the same, they are at least pleasant in appearance.
All right, yes. Well, hello, ladies. Here.
Hello.
For tribute. Now, I promise you, I give you these things. They were dead already. Okay. I pull out like 2 wooden flowers, and this one is a lily, and this one is a rose. You all can take your pick. I just
where'd you get these, Brian?
These are things that I make all the time. That was early on. I was talking about where I whittle some and stuff like that. These things just kind of happen. I can roll now to see how good they are.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Let's check the quality.
That. Alrighty. Dexterity or intelligence?
Let's go intelligence with your wood carving tools.
Okay. Here we go. Alright.
They're fine examples of woodcraft, actually. The dryads kind of like, look at it, and you did already say that they were dead wood already.
Mm-hmm.
But the dryads take them and they sort of like cup them in their hands and stare at them. And Lanata here says, "You are an incredible artist. Thank you." And with that, she reaches out and taps you on the forehead.
Oh.
A surge of magical energy flows through you. You're not sure what just happened, but something just did.
There's paint there. Be careful.
Yes, you've met the goblin children. We find them amusing. And she kind of looks over at the goblin, still playing, still drawing with Kitty.
Yes, they're precious. All right. I bid you adieu. And he'll just kind of walk off to, where are we staying? Look around.
That's up to you guys.
Probably to the north with the other party, see what they got going on. Oh, but before you go, Magnus, take these. You probably use them more than I can. I'll hand you the goggles at night.
Thank you. Honestly, I think I look over at Kitty. I was like, Kitty, would you rather? And I hold the goggles out to Kitty.
Now, out of character, Brian, you already have a goggles of night through your artificer infusion, right?
Correct.
Now, of course, that is the option, and I know that Kitty does not have dark vision. That's fine. So either one, just as a suggestion, like either one of you can take them, really. But also, Magnus, you want to free up an infusion. That's another option. Yeah.
I wanted to give Kitty first dibs.
Okay, then Alan, what do you think?
Well, like Luke, you have a
I can grant you
ability.
dark vision.
Right. So
It doesn't cost me really anything.
Right,
Once a
and
day.
You have dark vision. Katie has dark vision. Brian has his goggles, and now we have another set of goggles. But you can grant me the dark vision, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you keep the goggles and make a new
Okay.
infusion.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just kind of incorporate. I'll probably go back tonight and tinker on these and incorporate them into my mask then.
No, that's fair. I'll accept that. Okay. So now, Rook, you can scratch off your goggles. Magnus, go ahead and add those, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Any other details you guys want to do before moving on?
No.
Okay. Well, then, in that case, the last thing that I will say for the evening is that you do see your rivals kind of like making their camp, elsewhere, on the other side of the camp. And I have a small handout for you, which I will give it to you now. Show the players. Ignore that guy on the right because he's not actually there. But otherwise, your characters are kind of like. That's what your characters are kind of seeing is, Dermot's making him some sausages. Galsariad's working on some magic. Ao's kind of perched on this mastodon skull, and Maggie's, of course, going through her journal of poetry. If you guys want to, and you want to interact with your rivals some more, you can. Perhaps maybe you want to interact with one of them that you haven't really interacted with before. I've obviously done my sorts of things where the rivals are kind of interacting with you. Kind of based on each one's personalities and also kind of like class to class more than anything else, or role to role. But if you guys want to take the opportunity to expand upon those, you can, but you're not required to.
I think Venn would suggest that our party at least kind of set up camp near them.
Yeah.
I don't think we necessarily need to, combine our camps, but I think we should go up there to that empty space and chill.
Mhm. I agree. I think I'm gonna get with Kitty here, because since I've got that freed up space, I can do something for her.
Okay.
So, we could play that out if you like.
Sure. What mechanically are you up to, Brian?
Gonna be giving her enhanced defense on herself.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah, Alan, you feel good about playing that one out?
What? How would you give me enhanced defense?
Let's see here. I guess it is armor or shield, isn't it? I was just thinking about yourself having some sort of armor, but you really don't because you have unarmored, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't work.
Well, I mean, could any other members of your party might benefit from
Yeah,
that?
because I think Venn, what's your AC?
Katie's is currently at 12, I think. At least I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
Sorry, what was the question?
Your armor class.
AC 12, yeah.
12? Okay, yeah, you're gonna need
Jeez.
this more.
Gotta get you some armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Venn then, and then we'll do this thing.
Okay. Go and describe how that looks.
So, hey, well, since I got a free spot up here, do you mind if I have a look at your armor?
Can
Go ahead.
did the guy have armor? The salesperson?
He does not. Just appears to be, just backpacks, tents, and that's mostly like camping equipment.
Okay.
Venn will kind of look down at the leather armor she has on, and she'd take it off for Magnus and kind of hand it over.
I got some of these studs I can put in here that might be able to help give you a little bit more protection. They got some runes on it. I just need like an hour, if that's all right.
Sure, I don't think anybody here is dying to kill us.
Fair enough.
That you know of.
I'll start to get to work on it.
The
So,
little
Venn.
girl gets out her ritual knife.
Oh.
The little goblin.
So, Venn, how are things so far with you?
Well, I am exhausted. I am going to need a rest before I can do too much more with the arcane. But aside from that, I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. You got kind of busted up quite a bit out there. I was just a little worried. Well, if you ever need me to look at any of this stuff at any time, just let me know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now here you go. It's after an hour.
All right. She'll kind of test out the durability of it and put it back on, and she'll nod and say, "Thank you. It's very fine make."
Yes, it should do well. So mechanically, it's just a +1 to your armor class.
Cool beans.
Yes.
Turns out into a 13. Okay.
Yes. I will see if this character sheet will let me do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with that. Rook, I'm gonna turn it back to you for a minute. You got anything specific you're doing aside from enjoying the rice bowl?
No. When he finished eating, he'll probably take out his sword and polish it, and check his armor over or whatever. But then he'll just start setting up camp.
All right. Okay. Then in that case, I think it's probably getting late. So let's say several hours pass at this point. The little girl goes back to her. Yes.
Can I introduce the little girl to Maggie?
Sure, if you want to. That's fine.
Okay. What's the little girl's name? Because I cannot remember. her name.
It is Chespa, or Sergeant Chespa, or Lieutenant Chespa.
Lieutenant Chespa, and I introduced Maggie as General of the Pink Army.
Okay, let's play this out.
And,
All right, so you and the little girl start wandering towards the rivals' camp.
Okay, so you're gonna meet the coolest person. She's so cool, okay? And she's the general of our army, alright?
She's like, I'm covered in crumbs. I can't present myself to the general like this.
Oh,
is Venn, are you nearby?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm like,
Venn, we have an emergency!
All right. She will walk over there calmly.
Magnus and Rook, you do hear Kitty say that there's suddenly an emergency.
I'll look over. Does it look like an emergency?
Yeah, so little girl is covered in crumbs. It's very, very dramatic.
You got this, Kitty.
and then I politely ask Venn to cast Kitty can't say prestidigitation, so
Neither can me.
do the cleaning thing.
Cast clean.
Venn will nod and she'll look at the little girl and she'll be like, "Oh, this is a difficult situation indeed. I hope that I'm powerful enough." And she'll make a really strained face and extravagant hand motions, and then the crumbs just fly off with ease.
You're a wizard. Commander, can we keep the wizard?
This is Co-Commander Venn. Of course we can keep her.
Wait a minute, you can't have two commanders. That doesn't make no sense.
You can in the Pink Army.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Hi, Commander. And she slaps her head again.
Yeah, we salute Venn.
Venn returns the salute.
And then we go, we're marching, and it's the 7-foot-tall robot and the 2-foot-tall goblin girl marching over to Maggie.
But the little girl is it's like, bye, Commander, and leaves you behind, Venn, and follows you to the rivals area.
Venn is gonna go start getting her bedroll ready in the grass nearby.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and just position yourselves wherever you need to.
And then Kitty will go, attention, and she'll salute, and hopefully Chespa salutes as well.
She does. The same little kid sort of salute, and she's like,
General Maggie, Lieutenant Chespa reporting for duty along with Commander Kitty. Sir,
And Maggie like sort of looks over at you, Kitty, and like she's like kind of like closes her book, but she's picking up what she's got to pick up what she's putting down, and she stands up at her tallest height, and the little girl's like just draws in this gasping breath, and she's so happy.
Told you, so cool.
And then finally Chespa's like, don't talk in front of the general, shush. And then finally, like Maggie's like, okay, it looks like we got 2 soldiers here. Okay, she looks over at Kitty and says, okay, what rank are you?
Commander Kitty reporting for duty.
Oh, okay. Commander Kitty, looks like you brought me a recruit here. And the little girl goes, not that a recruit. Miss Private Magnus, he's the recruit. Points back inside the tent.
Sir.
Oh, well, in that case, what have you brought me, Commander? This a fine, upstanding member of the Wasteland Warriors.
Yes, she is the cartographer.
Oh, a cartographer. Well, that's a real important job. And have you made us anything special, Sergeant?
Yeah, I made these maps, but the commander helped.
Oh, well then. These are fine, good maps right here. And I'm really, really impressed with your work, Sergeant. Good job.
Thank you, General.
And then I wave to the other 3, and I pick Chespa up, and I put her on my shoulder,
And I go, we're gonna head to the barracks now.
Okay, bye, General.
And Maggie's just sort of smiling and just happy. Dermot is grinning ear to ear with this whole thing. Ao's very, very happy about the whole thing. Galsariad, he's trying to hide it, but he's also amused by the whole thing and enjoying the whole thing. And finally, the little girl's like, I'm getting sleepy. Like she's riding your shoulders, Kitty.
Mm-hmm. And I go, it's okay, we're going to take you back to the barracks, and you can catch up on your rest then.
Okay. And she like yawns like really loud and goes, we're gonna leave soon. Are you gonna leave soon?
Yeah, I think we leave tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna miss you.
And she like kind of like, and finally you just kind of like see her kind of like teetering and wobbling on the on your shoulders, and finally she like just sort of slumps into your arms, and she's out like a light.
Yeah, and I'll take her to her parents, who hopefully didn't see us playing with great swords.
You know they did.
Yeah.
You do see a goblin, Kitty, as you head back over the tortoise. You do see a goblin that is sort of like kind of like he's like kind of looking around. It seems for the little girl, and he kind of sees you like kind of like ambling over to back towards the the tortoise with her in tow, and immediately the goblin's like sort of like looks over at you, Kitty, and like he kind of like makes this sort of internal sort of decision, but he like he's clearly like scrutinizing you, right? And he finally says, I hope she didn't give you too much trouble. She's a handful, that one.
We had the best time today. When are you leaving in the morning?
Oh, well, we're not leaving just right away. We've still got to do some maintenance. Where's my manager? Pops Kelberdern. That's my name.
Mine's Kitty. I'm a childcare integrated teacher / defender.
What? Well, that's a mouthful. I'll just call you Kitty then.
That's fine.
All right. Well, you hand me the little one now, and I'll see to she gets to her barracks, I suppose. She wasn't too much trouble, hopefully.
No, she showed me around the camp, and she was very helpful, and we drew maps, and we did...
Like, just goes off, rattles stuff off.
That's all right then. Well, safe travels to a lot of you. I hope that you'll get where you're going.
And thanks again for keeping her company. She doesn't get to meet too many new nice people.
Neither do I. Thank you for letting her spend time with me.
Oh, well, it's no problem at all.
And with that, he carries the little goblin back up the rope ladder, and they disappear inside the horizon back, leaving you to do whatever you need to do, Kitty.
Did the shopkeeper have just... Can we just say the shopkeeper had some textile?
Yeah, I think I can kind of like lump that in with the blankets, probably. That works, yeah.
Yeah. I just want some pink cloth, and then I'm gonna take that to Venn and make her... I doubt they have polka dots. So I just make a pink bow, and I hope you don't make me roll for that.
No, but I will. No, but I will charge you some copper for that. How about 3 copper for the pink cloth?
So I grabbed Rook to help me with the money.
Fair enough.
And
He's
then
like doing stuff, and Kitty just drags him over, like, pay for my shit.
well, I think
thing.
I know we didn't have the conversation, but I'm pretty sure that it was decided that Kitty doesn't have money.
Yeah.
So the bugbear is quite confused, but he takes the money all the same.
Right. And then I think I work with Venn and Magnus, who's like... Magnus is a craftsman, so I'm sure he can help me make a little bow.
Yeah, I've got Tinker's tools. I'm sure it's got shears.
Yeah, I think between the 3 of us, like, we can make a decent little bow that she can wear on her head.
Yeah, make some wood fasteners. Yeah, I can make that happen.
Sure. Well, that was a delightful bit of RP, my friends. I'm going to hand out heroic inspiration to everybody.
Hooray!
Hooray. Okay.
And then take mine away for playing with weapons with children.
That was cute.
All right. As the rivals, kind of like, settle into their digs, you guys settle into yours. And if you guys want to have any interactions with them, now's the time. But if not, we can carry on with the next day.
I'm good, unless anybody wants to do RP.
I'm good.
Then in that case, yes.
Is it a long rest?
Mm-hmm. There is.
Putting up the alarm around our campsite.
A long rest has been declared, and you guys can go ahead and do the long rest things. I also think that even though it's a little bit early, it's probably a fine time to go ahead and take our break. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hope no one's opposed to that. It seems like a good stopping point to me. So, you guys awaken, refreshed from... Well, actually, correction. Let me fix that. During your long rest, you guys are visited by dreams that, even if you don't dream or even necessarily sleep, you are still visited by some sort of odd vision that kind of infills your senses. You guys are sort of in this dark place. This dark, wet, warm place. And there is a sort of like disruption of this sort of calm that is around you. And one by one, there is a sort of light that begins to emanate into this area. And there is a great sloshing movement of this liquid that surrounds you as you are all birthed into the world of Exandria. Although you don't know it by that name just yet. As you lay there squalling and twisting in the twisting in this sort of like dark hovel that you now find yourselves in, although none of these words mean anything to you just yet because you are now, as it seems, a newborn. But the feelings of like pain and terror, like flood into your senses, and around you are all of these women, kind of like shrouded in these masks as you were pulled free from the womb, and one by one you guys can see these panicked looks upon these midwives' faces, and a terror that sort of like crosses over each one of their appearances. And though you don't understand why this is just yet, One by one, the midwives' faces turn towards the sky outside, and outside there is the sight of a blood-red moon in the sky on the day of your birth, on the night of your birth. And as you are all brought in and greeted into Exandria in the full light of the moon of ill omen, Ruidus. Its red light shines down upon your skin, and one by one the midwives begin to mutter amongst themselves, and there are statements of curses and misbegotten children and ruin to all. And you all snap awake.
Kitty leaps up and is like pulls out the battle axe and is like looking around crazy.
Well, that was gross. Anybody else have that thought?
Quite concerning, not the dreams I'm used to.
So we all did have the same one, right?
I had one.
Okay. That must have been extra weird for you.
People are disgusting.
Tell me about it. There's a reason why you don't remember that shit, okay? I'm just saying it's traumatic.
It's morning now, right?
As you guys are kind of like, gathering your appearances, there is one last detail. Even though you guys are now fully awake, you guys see just out of the corner of your perceptions the light that is emanating from the Jewel of Three Prayers as the light slowly fades away as you guys fully come to consciousness. But yes, to answer your question, it is morning.
Interesting.
Is the red moon visible anywhere in the sky?
It is not. Ruidus is not up at this point.
Do I see any connection between those that were born under Ruidus? Can I get a history or religion?
Either will be sufficient.
They are both the same. Let's do religion.
Okay.
Come on, big bucks, no whammies. Ooh, woof. And I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Because I get a bunch of those. Alright, much better. 20.
You know that many people fear Ruidus, and superstitions about it are widespread across Exandria. And some of the more well-known superstitions include a harbinger. Those who are born on a night when Ruidus is full are destined to bring suffering to others or to experience great tragedy in their own lives. Those who study Ruidus and become obsessed with its secrets are compelled to cause misfortune and woe. And plans made or set in motion when Ruidus is full are doomed to failure, often due to betrayal or miscommunication.
I'll go ahead and I'll relay all that to the people around me. So maybe that's what the gem is trying to tell us. And I'm not really sure.
Did you say that the midwives were wearing masks? Or did I mishear that?
Yes, I dare say like some sort of like cloths, as if some sort of like religious order, perhaps.
Yes, that is what I was wondering. Can I recall anything religiously or historically that required those masks?
You cannot, because I made it up.
Fair enough.
Ah.
Nothing I love better than a solid no.
I'll happily admit that I'm a bullshit artist.
My God, you charlatan!
Thank you. Thank you. I will.
Yeah, Katie, it was the evil organization.
Just a call to
You're
the mud.
so evil.
I will say I will quote FDR here and say that they are unanimous in their hatred for me, and I welcome their hatred.
I did almost start giggling when it was like it's warm and wet because I'm like, haha, thinking it's something else, and then it
No, straight up
like...
was. Yeah. Party. Like.
It's a little ham-fisted, but the point got across. That's all I care about.
It was perfectly fine. I just thought it was funny. It's like, there's a reason we don't remember this shit. That's fully
Yeah.
wrong.
Fucking traumatic.
Alright.
Did you guys know that there is some sort of like biological thing that like women have where it's like, you know, it like makes them forget like how traumatic like, you know, giving birth is, and it like makes them like it
Yes.
like overrides their brain to like it's like, yeah, you want to do it again, huh? So
Fully wild.
Yeah, it's the hormones afterwards that are just like, nope, that wasn't painful. That was lovely.
Oof.
that wasn't the single most horrifying experience of your life.
It's
You want
like,
to do it again?
oh, look,
mean-
look, you got a baby. Look how cute it is. Do it again.
Yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's these people that are just like rolling like 8 or 7 children. I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
You're insane,
It's like a gumball machine at that point. I don't understand.
dude.
All right, enough
Bro.
of this.
Bro, dog, bro.
That's the guy who doesn't know where his kids are at this time.
I put them to bed, thank you. I know exactly where they are. Maybe.
They could have escaped already.
They could have. One's still awake.
Did they
But it's
roll
fine.
stealth?
She's fine.
All right. Well, let's get back to it.
hmm
Your rivals appear to have been relatively undisturbed by all of this, but all of you now with this sort of like, shall we say, vision in your heads. Not the first time that's ever happened. You continue to the rivals themselves don't seem to take too much notice of it, and unless you guys decide to share it with them, of course.
Well, Kitty, I did talk to Gal about maybe taking a look at this thing. Do you mind if we go talk to him? He might actually have some input on this.
I'm just gonna hand it to you.
All right. Yeah, we'll get it back. We just probably can take a double look. Maybe he has some insight. Maybe if he attunes to it too. We'll take a look at it together. If you want to be there, by all means. Anybody wants to come, please.
Then we'll follow along.
All right, then in that case, the right. I'm going to switch back to the Emerald Loop map for a minute. So, Magnus, you have the Jewel of Three Prayers in your possession, and Galsariad's like kind of like seeing you wander over, and he's like, "Oh, good morning to you, Magnus. Hope you slept well."
No, but we'll get into that. Let's
We will.
So we kind of talked earlier about, you know, maybe you and I taking a look at this thing and it'll fit in on what kind of just happened too.
Galsariad like lights up. He's like, "Ah, yes. I've been interested in this little trinket we all found."
Oh, for sure. So why don't you go ahead and take a look at it while I tell you about what the shit just happened last night. And so I'll start relaying the freaking psycho thing that happened.
All right. So, yeah, Galsariad's like kind of like listening to you talk and, you know, telling him about this sort of like this vision that you've had, and finally like settles back and says, "So so was this your vision? Did you flash back to your own childhood? Was it you born under the light of Ruidus?"
Oh, for sure not. No, mine was. Well, I don't even really know. That's the thing, right? Like, you're not supposed to remember your birth. That'd be freaking wild and crazy. I mean, unless you do. I mean, hell, maybe you got like some crazy memory with that, but I do not.
Perhaps I do, perhaps I don't. But you say that the amulet glowed. The jewel was glowing when you awoke.
Oh yes, this one right here.
So he studies the amulet for a little while, and he's kind of like, you know, studying it and looking it over. He's like, he finally like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, his thoughts tend to drift a little bit away from the subject itself, and says, "I wonder what would have happened if we had touched it first."
I really wouldn't know. It's weird that it differentiates between groups. Like, maybe we got bonds here that we're not aware of, right?
In what way?
I'm not sure. I mean, we've been together for a little while now, but I don't know why that makes the difference, right? It's weird.
I'm not saying it makes any sort of difference. I just think that perhaps if we had touched the artifact first, I wonder if we would all be having this polite conversation right now.
Oh, I have no idea. Why, you think it's cursed or something?
I don't know. I'm just... It's not even about the amulet itself. It's just that... He looks over at Ao, who's like getting organized, putting her stuff together. It's just that Ao seems so dedicated to the idea of making myth and legend out of us. Is that something you want, Magnus?
I'm just looking to see the next day and hopefully keep my friends and family alive, so, you know.
Well, that's my point, is that you sort of just have this artifact. Your friend Kitty over there, she simply touched the device in her innocent sort of way, and now it is you that destiny seems to have chosen, and now you're being given visions and wrapped up with all of these other mystical stories and artifacts. I suppose Ao might be a little bit jealous in some way.
If she is or isn't, it's not like I'm denying her to come along, or any of you for that matter.
Oh no, of course not. Why would you? I'm just saying that desire to be known and recognized is something that runs deep in our leader. It's, I suppose I'm trying to say it's kind of you to let us tag along.
Me? But yeah, got no beef with any of you. Hell, we had a fun time at the contest, and that was really the only time we ever met you guys, so...
I know, yes, and all of that is exactly what it is. I'm just thinking to myself, what could have been had things been different? Would you be the ones following us around, perhaps?
I really don't know. It's hard to speculate those things whenever we're kind of in it right now.
Truly. And Galsariad finally turns finishes what he's doing, and he hands the gem back to you, and he says, "I appreciate you letting me handle that. It's very gratifying to get to see something that is full of magical secrets. Thank you."
It's not a problem. Did you happen to glean anything while taking a look at it?
Oh yes. And in fact, I think it's something that you already know. You're dealing with the gods, my friend. And the gods themselves tend to never explain themselves fully, and truly cannot do so. When the schism happened and the calamity occurred, of course the betrayer gods were all more too happy to invest themselves in the dealings of mortal men, but the others, they decided to pull their magics back and allow themselves to only be felt through intermediaries, and that little stone right there is certainly a vestige of their power. That much is certain. I think if it's going to have any secrets, it's going to give them in their own time, much like the gods themselves.
I'm guessing that little traumatizing experience that happened last night was part of that.
Surely a little blood and pain is not something to steer you away, Magnus, now is it?
It was pretty fucked up there, gal. I'm just gonna be real with you. I was messed up, but no, it's fine. I'm fine. I'll survive.
Oh, is that so? Come now. We've been traveling together for a short while. You're not telling us exactly everything. You present yourself as, shall we say, an eccentric. There's another story behind all of that, isn't there? Something darker.
What, about my past? Is that what you're talking about, or talking about this gem?
Galsariad simply shrugs his shoulders in his sort of cool sort of way, and he says, "I don't suppose I'm talking about anything at all. Are we ready to leave?"
I don't know. I just wanted to go check this with you. I'll get back to you on that. I think we're ready, but I better make sure.
And splendid. I will see if Ao is prepared as well. And with that, and not another word, the mysterious drow heads back to Ao and starts conversing with her.
Oh, look at Venn. That guy can be a little weird sometimes. All right.
Certainly.
Well, he had some input about it being with a god and whatnot, but I think we already knew that. But in any case, Thanks for letting me borrow this for now. Here you go, Kitty.
Thank you.
At that point, Ao wanders over. All right, friends, are we ready to kick Destiny's butt today?
Always.
I got an axe.
You did? Awesome. Not my style, but you know what, Kitty? It suits you.
Thank you.
Well, Dermot kind of wanders in at that point and says, well, I suppose the dangers aren't going to wait all day for us.
That'll be fine, Dermot. Handled yourself just fine the other day. The past few days getting here.
Oh, well, you know, when the chips are down, I'm going to do what I can. That's the role of the cleric, is it not, Rook? Hey?
Depends on your god, I suppose.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, dare say you've done quite a bit for your people as well. And, you know, we all do the best we can. And finally, Ao's like, all right, enough yakking. We got stuff to do.
Yes, we should leave now to maximize our travel time during the daylight.
Absolutely. Those demons are starting to get a little bit plentiful, huh?
Not surprising. It might just get worse as we get closer to Bazzoxan.
Yep, we're not going to find that out sticking around here. Come on, guys. Maggie shoulders her equipment. Dermot follows in. Galsariad sort of wafts behind them. And, leaving. And then finally Ao's like, come on, let's go!
Yeah, okay.
Off we go.
All right. And you guys begin making your way, leaving the camp behind. All right, so those of you that were tapped by the Dryads, we have a small detail to address before we leave. Who got the tap?
I got the tap.
Me.
Okay. The two of you have received a Charm of Vitality. The charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of vitality as an action. Once you do so, the charm vanishes from you. Potion of Vitality states, when you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend, and the potion's crimson liquid regularly pulses with dull light, calling to mind a heartbeat. So again, Charm of Vitality, as an action, you gain the benefits of a Potion of Vitality.
Nice. And does that last, until we need it?
Lasts till you need it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
A short time later, you guys head back out into the overland of Xhorhas. You guys begin traveling, making your way towards Bazzoxan from the Emerald Loop. As you cross into the next domain, you guys see these spires that begins to start jutting up from the land, like these sort of jagged rose thorns, but expanded to incredible size. And I have a handout for you here as you are entering into the barbed fields.
That looks really cool.
Yeah,
Back in Avernus, guys.
love this artwork. Hell yes, we're back. We're back, baby. Fuck.
This cultist better have my money.
I'll find that crazy witch.
As you guys begin making your way towards Bazzoxan, heading east, I need perception checks from the party, please. All right, you guys all hear it, and ahead of you, the sounds of battle, orders being shouted, screams of agony, and of course, the ringing of blades, and of course, a vicious roaring noise that is oversized and overshadows all the other noises. What would you guys like to do?
Can I give Kitty what is it called? Some sort of blessing. Fine.
Some sort of blessing.
I have a blessing. It's a...
You may bless Kitty all you
Vigilant
want. Whether it has
blessing.
mechanical effects, that's another question.
Vigilant blessing.
All right. As an action, you give one creature you touch advantage on the next initiative roll. Okay. Sure. Vigilant blessing, you may certainly do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at everyone else. Are we gonna run towards that?
Of course, let's scope it out at least.
I think when Rook taps Kitty, I think the two of them meet eyes and charge ahead.
Yeah.
Or that's what I think you would do.
Yeah, we're going in.
Let's go.
We don't like to stand around when there's a fight to be had.
Right.
As you guys rush forward, you guys see 6 members of the Aurora Watch fighting a living, breathing Hezru, the massive reptilian demon, of course, a sight to behold. Let me give you a handout real fast. Probably done this one already. But the Aurora Watch members are in pitched conflict with the Hezru, and the battle has just begun. And so, if you would like to participate, roll initiative.
I have advantage because of some sort of blessing.
Yep.
Vigilant blessing.
Yeah, you sneezed and Rook said bless you, and now you're really fast in combat.
That's it. That's it.
Holy shit, 3 of us have 19s.
Yep. Venn, would you like to go at a 19?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm fine at 7.
You're fine at 7? Okay.
Yeah.
If Maggie's willing, I'll switch with Maggie.
Okay. She is technically an ally, so long as that's the case. So your is 19, Maggie's is now a 19, and yours turns to a 12. Magnus.
Yeah.
They fix that. Resorting. Then in that case, this battle begins with Aojabe, who rolled a 22, and she will kick us off. Okay, Aojabe will take aim at our Hezru friend and make 2 longbow attacks, firing the longbow into the creature's hide. One shot after another. Okay, with a 21, the Hezru is struck. And let me check the Hezru's stats for a moment before we get too far ahead. Okay, some resistances on this creature. However, she does land the blow with a, let's see here, a 16 damage for the first longbow shot, but it only deals 8. And with the second shot, however, it does miss, as she does overshoots the mark. And so, as the arrow sinks into the Hezru's hide, it gets the Aurora Watch's attention as they sort of kind of turn their attention back to the Hezru, but you see in their eyes that they are grateful for the help. And that takes us to the next Aurora Watch veteran, who goes 5, 10, and rushes our creature, and makes a multi-attack with its long sword and short swords. Critical failure on the first one, a critical hit on the second, dealing only 3 slashing damage with the resistances. And then finally, with a short sword, let's see here, short sword attack. A critical hit with the short sword, and that is 4 piercing damage to the Hezru. Okay, so as the battle is joined, we then go to Maggie, who rushes forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 as she closes the gap with the Hezru, and swings her giant maul into the Hezru's face. A 16, connecting with the blow, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage and forcing the Hezru to make a strength save. The Hezru, with that blow, is able to roll a 23 to resist, as Maggie tries to knock the creature on its butt, but fails to do so as the battle is joined. Rook, your turn.
Okay, Rook's going to start by pulling a spectral sword off his back and throwing it at the Hezru, casting Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual Weapon. Okay, let's get a sword going. And if I could spell sword, that would probably help. Okay. Is that... Okay. Controlled by Syker and Rook and save. Okay, swords on the table. You go ahead and do your thing and send it where it needs to go. And you fall under concentration with the 2024 rules.
Yep.
And Spiritual Weapon, a 23 is a hit on the Hezru. Roll damage. Ooh, 1 whole force damage.
That should be... Hold on, sorry, that should be 5.
Oh, was it 5? Have they changed that as well?
I need to... It adds my wisdom modifier. I need to fix that button. I fixed the other button.
Okay, so grand total of 5 force, as the Hezru is ripped open by the... as the Spiritual Weapon begins to bite at the hide of the creature, but it's back to you, Rook.
Alright, moving up. 5, 10... 30 to there. Rook's gonna run up, draw his actual sword, and cast Booming Blade as he takes a chop at its legs.
Alright. 10 is a miss on the Hezru.
Alright. That's all I can do.
Okay, give us a narrative, Luke.
So he throws the spectral sword out, that cuts the Hezru from behind, and then Rook kind of slides in between the Aurora Watch and Maggie and misses low as the Hezru kind of jumps his attack.
All right. As the Hezru lands back down, it snarls and lets out a roar in your direction. But Kitty, it is your turn.
Kitty's lights turn black, and you hear it goes battle mode black, and her arm lifts up, and out from the palm of her hand shoots a dart that strikes into the Hezru.
Okay.
It's a savings throw.
Okay. 1 con saving throw for Mr. Hezru. Come right up. And what's my spell? What's my DC here?
Spell strength base. So I have +4. What is your saving throw, Luke?
Yeah, Luke, what's your saving throw?
What's 14?
Okay, 14.
Okay. Is this a spell effect? Spell or magical effect? I imagine so, right?
Yeah, I think it would be, but it doesn't specify if that makes sense. So yeah, but it's wild magic, so yeah.
Yes, certainly. Okay. Then in that case, the magic resistance of the Hezru would apply here, and I have rolled a 19 with the advantage.
Okay. The dart still hits, but it doesn't do shit. And I also swell up, I get swole as a robot get, with some extra hit points. And then I am going to use the brand new battle axe to try and hit it, and this is going to be a reckless attack.
Okay, you go reckless and looking to strike the Hezru. Okay, yes, 22 is absolutely a hit on the Hezru. Roll damage.
Okay.
And this will of course obviate any resistances the creature has with a magic weapon. Okay, dealing 18 damage to the Hezru.
+9. I don't think +9 is right. Just a second.
Oh, okay. I'll put that back then.
I think that's what you had before.
Yeah, it's doing heavy weapon mastery, and this isn't a heavy weapon.
Oh.
So it's just 16.
Just 16? Okay.
Yeah.
Take that.
Done. And then during the rest, I did a weapon mastery, so the top comes in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, con saving throw to knock
DC 14.
Coming right up. And con save for my man here. And the Hezru has thrown a 24 and saves rather handily.
Okay, well, I hit it pretty hard, so Kitty's still proud of herself, and she's happy to have overcome the resistance. So she kind of does a pantomime of, look what I just did to Venn, because she's very proud of herself.
Mm-hmm.
And throws her a thumbs up.
Excellent. And anything else, Kitty?
Nope. Kitty is in the heat of battle.
All right. Any further narrative, Alan?
No, I think that was... I'm happy with it.
Good. I am too. Then let's go to our next Aurora Watch veteran over here, who will, instead of crowding the Hezru, will fire a heavy crossbow at the creature. And with a 10, will miss. Our next Aurora Watch veteran will have no such qualms, and he will rush the beast. And does the same thing. Double long sword, followed by a short sword. 7's a miss. 23 is a hit, dealing 3 slashing. And the short sword is a miss. And the next Aurora Watch veteran will use a crossbow on the creature, so as not to crowd the field. 21, a hit, dealing only 5 piercing damage to the Hezru. And then that takes us to the Hezru itself. So, harried with blades, stung with piercing bolts, and damaged by force weapons, the Hezru decides to fight back. The Hezru has multiple attacks here, and will be making 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. Let's see here. By the by, those of you that have now rushed the Hezru are noticing this grotesque stench coming off of the creature. And once you start your turn there, we will deal with that situation. The Hezru will attempt to summon a demon. The Hezru begins like calling out and lets out this pained roar as this energetic sort of energy begins like sort of wafting through the area, and the creature must make a D100 check, which I will now do. And that is a 99. A portal of magical energy opens up, and another Hezru explodes onto the scene.
That was like a 1 out of 100 chance. It's wild.
30%, actually.
No, I was talking about getting 99.
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, it is one. Oh, yeah, I do get it. Okay, so let me figure out where I need to summon this thing. Within 60 feet of its summoner, actions allies summoner can't summon any other demons. Okay. That Hezru will get summoned over... how about within 60 feet of the creature? So where do I want to plan him? I'm going to make a roll over here just to help me determine what I want to do. Okay, that is evens. I will put it over by the other Aurora Watch members as the Hezru joins the combat. Resorting. And okay, taking it back to the Hezru. But that is it for the Hezru, as it suddenly explodes this magical portal energy, and the Hezru tears itself free from the mystical portal, lands on the ground, and the Aurora Watch veterans turn in terror at this second arrival. That takes us then to the next Aurora Watch veteran, who will fire his crossbow at this new arrival. With a critical hit. But it's not a bunch. He only does 4 damage to the beast with the resistances. That takes us to Galsariad, who has a bit of a panic look on his face. But he decides to focus his attention upon the Hezru that this whole thing began with. And he will open up with Drain Potential, casting a necrotic bolts at our Hezru friend, but missing with a feeble 12. As Galsariad sort of curses himself for his inaccuracy, we go to Magnus. Your turn.
Magnus is going to pull out his battle caster and then fire a fire shot. So that's what he's got right now. On this guy right here, the guy in the middle.
The main Hezru.
Alright, gonna roll. Come on. That is a hot 13.
That is a miss on the Hezru.
Woof. And let's go ahead. I'm going to pop out the Force Ballista.
Okay. On your shoulder or on the ground?
On the shoulder.
Okay. Boop, beep, boop.
And then we're going to fire a shot at
Okay.
the same guy.
Alright. Let's get a shot at the same guy.
Kaboom.
Where's your dad?
Hey,
22 is a hit on the Hezru. 2 damage, please.
let's go. Okay, that's a hot 12? Yes.
12 force damage to the Hezru as you blast the creature. I believe there's also a push effect.
5 feet back.
Dove. The Hezru is knocked backward from the force of the impact. Back to you, Magnus.
I am good right there.
Okay. And anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Any extra narrative, Brian?
Nope, just fully guns a-blazing, trying to shoot this thing. And
Okay.
point at the other one. I'm sure people see. I'm like, yeah!
Oh yes, everyone has definitely seen the second Hezru, because it's now that Hezru's turn. Now, mercifully, this one can't summon, but it can do some damage. So, the Hezru rushes the closest Aurora Watch veteran and makes a multi-attack just against him. Bite! Against our Aurora Watch veteran. I believe it's not going to do it with a 12. I'm looking at an AC there. And then 2 claw strikes. All of it miss except for the last one, dealing 14 slashing damage to the Aurora Watch veteran. As the claws rend into the veteran, a pain scream comes up from the Aurora Watch soldier as the Hezru bites and rips into the collected people. This veteran here rushes forward with its blades, 2 longsword strokes, and then a short sword. Only the long sword connects, dealing 5 slashing damage to the Hezru. Then, as the battle continues, your turn.
Venn is going to cast Enlarge Reduce on Kitty
Large reduce on Kitty. I believe that's
and
a
make her
concentration spell.
enlarged.
I believe that's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
And Kitty, you are now Big Kitty. Big cat.
So she throws out her spell, and Kitty is able to inhabit this giant spectral version of herself and go after some demons. And so then just her eyes just kind of turn blue as she's concentrating on this spell, and she's gonna stay where she's at. So that is her turn.
Maggie turns back to you, Venn, and says, "That's right. Let's not fight fair." As Maggie seems very happy with your action. Anything else, Venn?
Nope.
Dermot will continue the battle against the Hezru. I need to be within 60 feet for that. But Dermot is going to rush the creature. It's to there, and will use Searing Wrath upon our Hezru friend. The 23 is a hit, dealing 10 radiant damage to the Hezru. I got it! And that, I believe, sends the Hezru to bloodied state. Let me check. Yes, the Hezru is now been bloodied by the scorching blast of Dermot.
I know how he's being played, but he really is like the boss.
He's kicking ass, right?
Yeah.
He's fully doing work, and it's just full lack of confidence. You know, I got a guy I work with like that. It's fully wild.
Aojabe is like, "All right, keep hitting him, Dermot!" And she pulls out her longbow and starts firing at the same Hezru. 2 shots down range. Only one of them lands, dealing 6 damage to the Hezru. No, yes, 6 damage to the Hezru.
Illustrating exactly what I said.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. Ao's not doing great, and she's in charge. But Dermot's like king shit right now. Okay, that takes us then to this Aurora Watch veteran, who goes 5, 10, and 15, circles around the Hezru, blades are drawn, and opens up with the blades. 2 hits there, 1 dealing 5 slashing to the Hezru, and another one dealing with a short sword, dealing only 3. Kitty, your giant self, your turn. And you're no longer reckless unless you want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn reckless on.
Okay, you stay reckless.
And then I'm going to attack it. What does enlarge do?
Gives you extra damage and advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And you're big.
Yeah.
The most important point.
And I'm spectral, but I do weigh 2,400 pounds.
Yep.
Good times.
So I'm gonna hit with my battle axe, 2-handed light.
Mm-hmm.
I can roll the extra 1d4 damage if you hit.
Cool.
That is a hit on the Hezru. Okay, 12. Is that supposed to be a 12?
Yep, looks right.
Why would it be plus? Oh yeah, because it's magic. Yeah, that is correct. Strength plus rage plus magic.
Okay, 12 and another 4 to the Hezru.
Hell yeah.
And okay, back to you, Kitty.
That'll be it, because I don't have bonus actions.
Okay. All right. A few more potent slashes from your enlarged self. We go to Rook at that point. Go ahead, Rook.
Alright, the spiritual weapon's gonna just move over a little bit and take a slash.
All right. That's not going to do it. The Hezru dives away out of the way of the spiritual weapon.
And then he's gonna take a slash. He's gonna booming blade his sword and take a slash with it.
All right.
Get it.
That is a hit on the Hezru. 12 damage, accurate?
Yep. I think that's not magical though. That's just the sword damage.
Okay, so 6 then, in that case. So let me put 6 back. And that wraps the creature in the booming energy from Rook. Green. Okay.
That's it.
All right. As Rook continues to wrap the creature up in... pin the creature down with spiritual weapons and magical energy. Maggie rushes forward with her maul, starts a swinging. 14, that was a miss on the Hezru. No damage. The next Aurora Watch rushes the Hezru to the south and begins hacking away with long swords aplenty. Let's see here. A hit from that one, dealing 2 slashing. A hit from that one, dealing 4 slashing. And a hit from that one, dealing 4 more slashing. The next Aurora Watch will follow suit. This one will do the same thing. More attacks downrange. The Aurora Watch doing all the work they can to keep this Hezru to the south pinned in, doing 2 damage and 4 damage. The other one is a miss. The next Aurora Watch, I think I just did that guy. Okay, I skipped this guy, so we're going to go back to him. Same thing. Hack, hack, hack. Miss, miss, miss. All 3 of them are misses, as he can't find purchase in the creature's hide. Okay. And then over to the main Hezru. Okay, the main Hezru is, let's see, who... I've got so many people to target. But Kitty is the one that's worth targeting because of the whole advantage thing. So, also, I did neglect to do a few things with the business there. Everybody that is around a Hezru, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. I need to do that for Maggie as well. We'll just apply it on the next go around. Rook, you save. Maggie doesn't. Maggie is poisoned. And she's like, "Oh, this thing stinks!" Kitty, you're fine. I'm just going to make some checks. I'm just going to make a group check for the Aurora Watch, because this will take forever otherwise. The Aurora Watch save. Okay. Alright, so back to this Hezru, who's going to attack Kitty with a multi-attack. Bite and 2 claws. All at advantage. 26 on the bite.
Hit.
Dealing 15 piercing. 23 on the first claw, dealing 10 slashing. And then 20 on the final claw, dealing 9 slashing.
What was that total?
So 15, 10, and 9 is...
34, 17. Got it.
Yep, 17 damage grand total, I think.
I rolled 12 temp for the black rage, so I'm just to 40.
Okay. So as the Hezru rips into it, he's like cutting through this sort of like this black energy that's around you from your lights. Finally, it smashes through the last of it with its claws, and finally slices open a bit of your. It's not skin you have, is it carapace? I'm not sure what to say in a Warforged context here. What do you think? It's not skin, clearly.
I think it's just like body armor, essentially.
Your exoskeleton.
Yeah.
So cuts open to the exoskeleton finally, leaving some superficial scratches in the claws there. That takes us then to the Aurora Watch veteran. You guys know the score. Longsword, short sword. 2015 and 23, 2 hits, dealing 3 slashing and then 4 piercing. That's it for the veteran. Over to Galsariad, who keeps pummeling this one with the Drain Potential. 20 is a hit, dealing 17 necrotic to the Hezru. That's the negative bolt, strikes the Hezru, draining the power away, and sending it into himself for 5 temporary hit points. Okay, that's the end of Galsariad's turn. Magnus, your turn.
Alright, I will do the exact same thing. Just light this guy up with fire shot.
Okay.
Even though it probably ain't gonna do much damage.
We'll see. Critical hit. 27. Let's see that crit.
Okay.
Is that the crit button?
That was the crit button. So yeah, I rolled 2d10, so that was just 10. I got the average out of that. And that's probably cut in half.
It is, in fact, Magnus. Creature is resistant to fire, but guess what? That's as many hit points as he had left. Magnus, the final blow on the Hezru is yours. Describe how this creature meets its end.
So yeah, it looks like the Hezru is about to go and dig into probably Kitty, because I believe that was its target. And when it finishes its strike and pulls back with his mouth open. Fire shot just goes right up into the top of the mouth and just lights its skull up, and then it falls dead at that point.
All right. A blasting halo of fire runs through the creature's top of its head as the Hezru suddenly collapses to the ground. Its head is smoking ruin as the other Hezru it summoned can no longer maintain its connection to this universe. And with that, it is sent back to the hell where it originated. And that is the end of the combat.
0 casualties. Gotta like that, right, folks?
The Aurora Watch turn and look at your party, led by their captain here. And the soldiers are all grateful for the assist. And this one here looks to Rook and says, fine battle. What's your name, friend?
Rook. And yours?
Veteran number 1.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
Virgil.
Captain Flavius
Okay.
of the Flava Flav clan.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Just
He's wearing a
big
giant clock. Yeah, a giant clock on his armor.
That's how they salute their captain.
These guys get rowdy. All right.
Anyway, Captain Flava Flavius. Stupid.
Goodness.
You know what time it is, boy? Yeah. Yeah, boy. All right. Don't know how a captain ascends to the ranks of, or a hype man ascends to the ranks of captain, but fine. Anyway, Captain Flavius, thanks all of you for the assistance. Good job. And with that, he hands you, Rook, a small bag with several coins in it, totaling 50 gold pieces as a reward. For a job well done.
Thank you.
And Rook, you said Rook, was it? I'm going to commend you to Task Hand Varen Thelis when we get back to Batsazan.
Task what? Task force what?
Oh, that is our leader. Well, that's one of our superiors. Task Hand Varen Thelis. Let me get that for you. You imagine Task Hand as some kind of rank. Are you all on your way to Batsazan?
We are.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we shall see you there. Aurora Watch! Let's go! And the soldiers once again profusely thank all of you before departing for points east. And so concludes that battle.
Nice.
Nice
A little bit of coinage out of that.
Too true.
That worked out.
As that battle draws to a close and you guys continue your sojourn into the barbed fields, let's see what kind of distance you just covered. Because it may be time for a rest of some kind. Yes, you guys are able to get in yet another long rest before the next day comes about. And so let's go ahead and do that. Another long rest declared. It's a very long trip.
Hey, I don't hate it.
Yeah, to the normal pace, it's actually taking 12 days to do all this.
That seems right.
I think journeying is like these kind of, I assume, semi-random encounters. Like we haven't had them before.
I wonder how good a storytelling it makes, but it's also like setting the scene, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it, like, you could say it's a demon color covered landscape, and then we fought versus we fought 7 demons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly get the point across. Anywho, we good?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's move on to the next bit. As you guys are walking along and heading further into the barbed fields, you guys spot what appears to be an overturned wagon in a ditch on one side of the road.
Oh, well, that's not good.
I mean, we gotta check that out, right? I mean,
Probably a demon.
Likely.
let's just keep our eyes out, right? I mean, overturned and whatnot. Can I check for hazards, monsters, sort of thing?
Sure. Give me a perception roll.
Can I do the same?
You got it, buddy.
You sure can. Anybody cares to do a perception roll, you sure can.
Can I assist Rook?
You sure can. That's the help
I will
action to
do
you,
that.
Rook.
There we go.
Get
No.
that giddy.
Guide myself.
Okay, Venn with a self-guidance.
Good.
Doing great. Doing great. Rook at 24. Okay. Rook with a 24. You don't see anything that would suggest that the ox that pulled the wagon is anywhere to be found. But from your vantage point, you do see that there are some humanoid bodies that are underneath the wagon.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly approach and call out. Like we're not here to hurt you. You know, if you're alive.
I'm going to move your rivals 15 feet in various directions.
I'm moving close. What's going on? Can I do check?
Sure. So you see with the wagon itself. Where are you looking, by the way?
Currently under.
Because you want to look under. Okay.
Yeah.
So lying under the wagon are the bodies of what appear to be 3 merchants, 2 drow and an orc, who appear to have died in the crash. Now that wagon's supposed to be overturned, but I didn't have a token for that, unfortunately. So you get the idea. But you see around the orc's broken neck is a small key.
All right. Well, Rook, can you see how long they've been dead, or is that an investigation to see that?
That's how long they've been dead. That's medicine.
Okay. Rook, can you check that out and see how long this has happened? How long ago this happened? And I will do the same thing, looking for personal effects. I'll grab the key.
Okay. We're going to hold that medicine check because as soon as you begin touching the bodies, something happens.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
You guys feel a crackling of energy around you, and you get the impression that somehow you might very well be under attack. The creatures, a collection of creatures that resemble these golden spinning balls suddenly manifest themselves around you. Will-o-wisps.
These fuckers.
4 in total.
I hate these guys.
So much. Oh god, what do I got for freaking... I'm looking for skill check abilities.
Well, the skill check that you're going to be looking for right now is initiative.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Okay, everybody on the table?
Yep.
All right, sorting into descending order, and let's get this party started with Will-o-wisp number 1. Okay, that Will-o-the-wisp there is going to zap the piss out of Venn with a shock attack. How about a 13 to hit?
Yep.
You are blasted for 6 lightning damage.
Nope.
The second Will-o-wisp goes, this one targeting Rook with its own shock. An 8 to hit Rook, no damage. Kitty, your turn.
Okay. Let's see what. Shaken. 2. Have we done 2?
Dunno.
Oh, yeah, we have done 2. Feel like there's some stuff we haven't hit yet.
Very possible.
Probably.
So you hear battle mode blue, and it plays bouncy magical girl anime theme song. And she teleports over to Venn to help her bestie out. And her lights turn blue because, you know, it's fun, but it's repetitive. And I'm going to take out my almost brand new battle axe. It's 2 days old. And I'm going to hit it with Reckless.
That's how we do around here. 12 is a miss on the Will-o-the-wisp.
Well, shoot.
Shoot indeed.
And that will be all. She will try and save her friend and fail spectacularly, which is very... if it was my great sword, I would have done damage. But okay, yep. Moving on. Let's just move on. How about that?
Okay.
This will-o-wisp decides to pursue you, Kitty, as it floats over to your location and tries to shock you with advantage. 19 to hit our barbarian for 6 lightning.
Yep.
El Zappo. Kitty, what's your AC? Because I think it might have screwed up again.
17.
No, it is 17? Alright, fair enough. Alright, blasting into you, flying around and zapping you with the lightning, we go to Maggie Keen Eyes. Maggie, seeing Magnus in trouble, will rush over here. And Maggie will make a target-rich environment roll. Let's see. She will go to the one to the south and swing her Great Maul in that creature's direction. She will connect with a 21, dealing not as much bludgeoning as she would like because, you guessed it, resistances, dealing 5 damage to the creature, and forcing it to make a strength saving throw, which I will now do. Okay. That is a 10. That is a miss on the strength saving throw. And she will push the creature 5 feet away from Maggie. However, as she tries to knock it prone, the creature is immune to the prone condition. That takes us to the next will-o-wisp. This one here is going to zap Magnus with shock.
That'll be fine. I'm sure it hits.
16 to hit.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes.
I save. Wow.
Alright, a miss. As we go to Dermot Werder, as Dermot is going to get into the fray. Dermot is going to cast Bless.
Okay.
Dermot will cast Bless as he falls under concentration, and will cast Bless upon Kitty, Maggie, and Magnus. Fight on! Fight on! I'll also move a few steps closer just to make sure the distance was covered. And that is Dermot's turn. Rook, your turn.
Okay. I am going to turn undead.
Okay. Turn undead. Okay. Wisdom saving throws for my creatures. And here we go. I'm just going to go top to bottom. What's your spell save DC? 14. Okay. All right. First one saves. Second one.
Yes.
This is wisdom, right? Okay. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Okay. So this one fails and is spooked by Rook. This one here rolls a 17, and the final one at the bottom rolls a 22. All right. So 1 out of 4 as the creatures are turned. Back to you, Rook.
I'm going to bonus action Sanctuary on Venn.
Okay. Bonus action Sanctuary. Post the spell. All right. Concentration?
Yes. No? No.
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think it's just if they attack, it goes away.
Let's have a look at the 24 version. Bonus action, not concentration. Okay, very cool. And, okay, so Venn, you are sanctuaried. I'll mark that with a shield. And, okay, and back to you, Rook.
That's all I can do?
Okay, narrative, please, Rook.
So as the Will-O-Wisp kind of come forward, he kind of starts collecting shadows in, and it seems like only one of the Will-O-Wisps gets kind of scared of that. The rest of them kind of ignore him. And then he takes those shadows and kind of throws them over Venn. So you can still see her, but if you're like looking not right at her, it's, you know, it's almost like she's not there.
Okay, and with that, we go to Venn. Venn, protected by the shadows, your turn.
Venn is going to take the time to cast Bane on 3 targets.
Choose your 3. Choose your fighter.
I think that spell ends then.
Oh, what it?
Cast a
Sanctuary?
spell.
A damaging spell.
It says here, cast a spell right there. Ends a warded creature makes an attack roll, casts a spell, or deals damage.
Okay. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack roll or damaging spell. Yes, that is correct, then. Would you like to still proceed with your Bane?
Hang on.
Still a valid move. Sanctuary, they fixed it to where, you know, if you do anything, even if you had Spirit Guardians up, it would, if you did damage passively, it would go away. Yeah, they fixed it.
Yeah.
It's a fine fix.
You could walk away and then do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yep. Yeah,
True.
it's feared. It's not going to do anything to you.
That being said,
True.
that one is also turned, so it won't attack you either.
Right.
That is true too. But that said, take your time, Katie. No rush.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Don't feel pressured to keep it. Let's put it that way. Like,
Yeah, I just thought I'd give it to you in
Yeah.
case you wanted to get out.
sure.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm trying to read my bardic. Yeah, I will take the moment to step away.
Will-O-Wisp can't do anything about it because it's turned.
Right.
As far as I know, anyway.
All right, and then the 3 that I want to Bane are still in range, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do basically the 3 that aren't turned.
Okay.
So that for Bane is a charisma save.
Okay. 3 charisma saves coming up for my creatures. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the top one rolls a 9. What's your DC?
14.
Okay. That creature is baned by Venn with purple. Actually, I'm going to put a purple hex on it. The southern one also fails with a 10. Hex purple. And the final Will-O-Wisp critically fails and is all hexed. 3 out of 3. Nicely done. And
All right.
Hell
Bane,
yeah.
and Bane is a concentration spell, as I recall.
Yeah.
And Sanctuary collapses.
All right. So you see her spectral chains fly out like normal when she banes. However, since these are like little wisps instead of like creatures, the chains are equipped with like spectral cages at the end that kind of clamp around the wisps, and she's kind of puppeting those. And that is going to be Venn. I think that she actually is going to take one more step because she doesn't have to stay in range for that once they are affected. So she takes another step, and that is all.
She's only happy when she banes.
Seems right.
Magnus, are you happy when there's Banes?
I appreciate a good Bane.
How about your turn? Got one of those?
Yeah. I wish Maggie did not run up. That's fine. Let's Thunder Wave this direction and hit this guy right here with a Thunder Wave.
Okay, you summon the Thunder Wave, and let's get me a save, please.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. DC 15 for a con save, and here we go. How about a 3 minus Bane? 2! It's a miss. Okay, you blast the creature for 7 damage, but to your annoyance, creature...
I hate these things.
So that is 3 thunder damage, but the creature is pushed away 15 feet, I think? Yes, 15. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Knocked backward is the Will-O-Wisp. Back to you.
Then, I'll take the hit.
Okay, stepping away from the other Wisp, who shocks you with a 10 minus Bane, so it's a miss.
Woo!
What's up?
And now I'm gonna do gonna pop out the Force Ballista and give that guy another shot.
Pop out the Force Ballista and give the guy a shot. Okay. Same guy to the south?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Force Ballista away. 16 is a miss on the Will-O-Wisp.
Okay, worth a shot anyways. You know what? I'm going to use my inspiration.
Are you now? Heroic inspiration is spent.
Pega! Nope. That's a hot 9.
Hot 9.
All right, well, I tried.
You did. Anything else?
No, I think I've spent everything.
All right. Do you want to give us a narrative for your Thunderwave and other stuff?
Yeah, no, I holster the Battlecaster into the shield, and then the shield starts to vibrate and then pulses forward when I fire a shot into the holster, and then this pulses out and fires the Will-O-the-Wisp away from me as I strafe off to the side. What's up?
He was blessed.
He was blessed.
I forgot. Thank you.
Let's roll a d4 from my man Dermot. How about a 2?
So
I put your force cannon to an 18. It is still a miss.
Womp womp. Hard to hit these guys. Looks like it's a 19 is the sweet spot.
Galsariad, however, says Aojabe took her turn during all that description, and she missed both times with her longbow, feeling that punishment. Galsariad, on the other hand, connects with a drain potential on this Will-O-the-Wisp here, dealing a 13 necrotic, but not as much as he would like. So how about instead he does 6. And then gains
you in math.
And gains 5 temporary points for himself. Yeah, it's because I'm just having to control like monsters and a whole other team now. It's
great.
It's fine, Mercer. You hear me?
You're doing great. I don't understand what the problem is.
It's
because we made friends. That's why.
You gorgeous, gorgeous man, Matt Mercer. How dare you?
He's a great guy.
He's a handsome blade. That's what I say.
Always.
I was on vacation this last week, and one of my friends was like, "Yeah, Syker, you're a bit genderqueer, aren't you?" And I'm like, "I am." And she's like, "Yeah, you got a couple of guys you got a couple of guys you'd hook up with," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." But at any rate, a little bit of a.
But anyhow.
But at any rate,
does that make you genderqueer?
I don't know. That's the phrase she used, but she's also autistic like myself, so I think she kind of mangled her own words, which I am want to do myself. So I don't know. Maybe I'm mangling it now by telling the story poorly. Who knows?
I mangle all the shits, so it's fine.
This Will-O-the-Wisp is going to beat feet because it is turned. So it got to use all its movement. Is that the idea?
I believe so.
So much movement.
All right. I'm just going to get as far away from Rook as I can without going off the map there.
Here it is again.
Thank you. Move as far away from you can as turns, and it gets over there and just chills out. Okay. The next Will-O-the-Wisp, however, has no such qualms, as it will attempt to shock Rook. A zap. How about a 21 after the Bane?
That'll hit.
Zapping Rook for 11 lightning damage.
Ow.
Crackle zap. All right. As you feel the sting of the Will-O-the-Wisp, Kitty, your turn.
We're gonna stick with the reckless and try and hit the one I'm next to.
Mm-hmm.
I might have hit it with a natural 20 twice.
On both rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Double 27 all the way.
Let's see it, Kitty.
Get it.
Ooh, you even got Savage Attacker, too.
What?
Oh,
Sorry.
did it not double? Oh.
I hit the wrong button, so I'm gonna hit.
Gotcha.
So it's just these last two.
16, baby!
Okay, so the damage code is 16. Is that right?
Yep.
And with the magical weapon, that's enough to destroy the first of the Will-O-Wisps.
Get out of here, you bum.
And Kitty goes meow meow and then teleports there.
There's like a... I don't know why the Nyan Cat song is like running through my head right now, but... Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my.
You
okay.
just have a stroke.
You've heard the Nyan Cat song. Tell me you have. Tell me you haven't heard it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's lies. That's...
What?
alright. All right, I'm
Even
fixing it.
I've heard that.
You know what 9-cat is. You have to. All right, fine. Just here, Alan, educate yourself. Share and copy and paste.
I think you guys should have all realized my meme game is weak.
But don't worry, that's what friends are for. We're here to help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I hate them so much.
No, join us. Join us in the pool of stupid.
It's a Pop-Tart
Horrible
cat that poops rainbows. We figured you'd heard of it.
I don't have to hear of it to be it.
We don't need to typecast people, okay?
Anywho. That's anything else for Kitty there?
No, she killed something and teleported. Life does not get better.
Too true.
And she didn't even need the bless. She naturally made. Like, Ao's definitely applauding.
Too true. If she wasn't annoyed, she would probably be applauding. Strength saving throw for the Will-O-Wisp as Maggie clobbers another one, knocking it 5 feet away from her. Whoop. And that's it for Maggie. As the next Will-O-Wisp goes. Oh, God, so many targets of opportunity here. Where to go? Kitty's the closer one. Okay. This Will-O-Wisp will pursue, fly towards Kitty, and attack with advantage due to Reckless. How about a critical hit? Don't think Bane's going to help with that one.
Well, fine.
A 23 lightning damage to our favorite barbarian robot.
I am bloodied as fuck.
A Zappo. A blast of crackling energy rips through Kitty's major subsystems, and boom, like just flows through as crackling, sparkling energy flies away from the exoskeleton. As we go to Dermot, who did not care for that. What is Dermot going to do? He's going to do something. Dermot did not like that. And he will approach Kitty and cast Cure Wounds. Eventually.
Someday.
Alright, now they're on older sheets here, so I have to use the new dice, the new rules there. It's a 2d8 now?
Yeah, it's 2d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
Okay, so that is... it's a bad roll, unfortunately, so that is a grand total of 5 healing to our barbarian from Dermot.
Better than nothing, baby.
Sorry. Rook, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna step to there and step to there, and I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Word O Radiance.
It's a con 14 save.
Have you had your bowl of Word of Radiance today?
I'd appreciate it. Get that con in there, baby.
From Post Cereals. Okay. Is that accurate? That doesn't feel accurate.
What? It's a con 14 save.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need 2 Bane rolls, please. Venn, if you'd be so kind. You say they were con rolls? Yep. 2 and -1.
Hell yeah. Take 5 radiant damage apiece.
It's a
5
hot
radiant.
3.
And guess what these guys are not resistant to?
Oh, nice.
The Will-O-Wisps are sent into twinkling state because they can't technically bleed.
Dimming. Dims.
All right.
Winkle.
Rook, anything else?
That's gonna do it.
Venn, your turn.
All right. So, is that one up there that's been turned just gonna stay in the corner for eternity?
I think I'm just gonna have him quit the battlefield because we're at time already. So go ahead.
Baby's in the corner and he's running.
I scared him into outer space. That guy's gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's
try. Ray of Frost.
What? Oh, sorry.
Ray of Frost, please. This one.
What if I want to go back to the disco era? You can't stop me.
Freeze.
Nobody remembers that era.
Let's see if my attacks are working tonight.
Maybe.
Yeah, that looks accurate, I think? Question mark?
Yes. But you know it's not a question mark whether or not it hits, because it doesn't. 13. It's not enough.
We did it once more.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, let's
Do
try
it.
it again.
Do it.
The wood. 19 is a
19.
hit on the Will-O-Wisp. Hit.
For a cold 3.
Which is actually a 1. Resistances. Not a bunch. But the
Fuck
Will-O-Wisp
you.
is... Oh. God. Alright.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck them fuckers. That's
This
what I
fucking
say.
guy right here.
This sack of gum bumping snake feces right here.
Hate
That
I think you're
wisp
cool, Will-O-Wisp.
specifically.
Whoa.
No, he doesn't. I am going to run away now. Thank you.
Follow me.
And end my turn behind that tree.
Alright, the bush is your friend. Magnus, your turn.
Thunder wave.
Thunder wave.
And casting it.
Alright, DC 15, Constitution, and how about a 6 after the Bane? That's not going to do it. Damage, please. Shed damage. Damage, please. We're a Tim Roth character. That's what's happening now. 4 thunder damage, but the Will-O-Wisp is pushed away. 15 feet. Alright. Back to you, Magnus.
I'm going to go ahead and fire on it with the Force Ballista.
Sounds good.
With Bless.
Brian's got the right idea. Use them save
Whoa.
spells. But a 9, is that the damage? That is a 9. That is a miss.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately, I
that-
don't really have a save spell. The other save spell I could do right now is Dex, and that's not happening.
Even with the bless, the ballista is not going to land.
No
the
way
target.
gonna happen. I already used my inspiration. So, I moved already. I think I got.
Okay.
All right, that's what I got.
right.
Actually, wow. We'll see what happens. People get in the mix there for another thunder wave. I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right. Okay. Galsariad and both Ao and Galsariad both fire down range and miss with all of their shots. And that takes us back to the top of the initiative.
They're having a rough day.
With this Will-O-Wisp over yonder, who's hit with Ray of Frost, but still has a little bit enough of sauce to move. Kitty is still on the reckless scene, so we're going to blast her with a bit of a shock damage. Bane me.
Yeah, 4.
Step on me. That's a 9. That's a miss for Mr. Will-O-Wisp. And now,
Suck it.
Kitty. Suck it, nerd. Shuck it long and shuck it hard. Kitty, your turn.
Kitty is gonna remain reckless, but she's gonna switch to her greatsword.
Greatsword is a 24. That is a hit on the Will-O-Wisp. That's fine. Dealing half of 17. Thanks, Luke. And that's enough. The Will-O-Wisp is dispatched by the sweeping greatsword.
Okay, and then she teleports over here because she's a great weapon master. She hews. Do you want me to post that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I always want a posting because I am a stupid boy.
So hew immediately after you reduce a creature critical hit or reduce a creature to 0 hit point. 1 attack with the same weapon action. So I did not teleport. I ran over and
Damn right.
hit it.
Okay. And we're trying for a hit. Let's have a look. 16 is a miss on the Will-O-Wisp.
I am blessed.
Roll that bless, please. From Dermot. It's my bless.
I believe in you, Dermot.
1. That's a miss.
Damn it, Dermot. Get it.
God,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
Jesus, Dermot.
No,
Okay.
no, Luxom, take me
But-
now.
But with a great sword, I do graze, so
Mhm.
2 damage.
Okay. Which is 1 damage.
No, it would be 4. I halved it for you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. 2 damage. Not enough to destroy the Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately, but it's on its way. Back to you, Kitty.
That's it.
Okay. Maggie Keen Eyes. Trump. Hammer time. Critical hit for Maggie. And that will be enough. She will smash this creature with 32 bludgeoning damage, flattening that thing, and that is the end of the Will-O-Wisp.
I salute the general.
She just smashes the thing out of existence. There's a pop as the undead thing gets sent back to the Shadowfell, and that is the end of the battle. Allowing you guys to continue your investigation of this area. Kitty is injured, but is no longer raging, and no longer reckless. I think Bless fades away at this point. Dermot's no longer doing the thing. Okay. And Venn, you're concentrating on something. I forget what it is.
Bane.
Bane. Alright, there's nothing left to Bane, so...
All
I
right.
Bane Rook.
Oh,
Bane or Rook?
seems right. All right.
Rook, charisma save.
Counter Bane.
Counter Bane.
Counter
Bane.
Bane. Bless.
I have Bane
himself.
too. I'll Bane everybody
Bane
in
is
this
just
motherfucker.
Counter Bane is just Bless.
Rook just glares, and Venn is like, "Okay, sorry." Joke.
Well, that was weird. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on with this thing. I'll go ahead and check under the
What a
wagon.
bunch of freeze-dried bullshit that was, says Magnus.
Hey, that was fucking stupid. How you doing, Dermot? That was incredible what you did. It sounds like you went into a tunnel, but that's all right.
Well, it's because I had to turn the dungeon master turn away from the mic for a moment and make the audio editor very angry with him. Sorry.
That seems right, Dermot. All right, let's go ahead and check under this thing.
My audio's never correct, is it, Kitty?
I turn to Van and I go,
Religion just doesn't make any sense.
You're skipping around now. Yay, religion.
Seems so happy and free. It's
Dance
really
with
wild.
me, Kitty.
I think all of us need to go to sleep.
and he does the Fortnite dance.
Basic one? Yeah.
All right. So after the Will-O-Wisps are dealt with, somebody can give me an investigation check, pretty please.
You got it. With gusto.
Somebody, anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Anybody else with,
Nope.
I mean, this is not going to be better, but
It probably will.
With a 14, you are able to find a locked box that is buried at the back of the crashed-up wagon. It is sealed tight by a small iron keyhole.
Magnus.
I'll use the...
Yeah, do you still have that key?
yeah.
Pop this
Here
thing
you
open.
go.
We're just going to hold it out to
Let's
him.
do it. Yep, go ahead and pop it
It's going to
open.
blow up in our face.
I'm
The
yeah, I'm
key-
Feel
backing up.
right.
The key fits inside the chest. A simple twist pops it open. Nothing happens. But inside, you find 50 gold pieces and a potion. You see
Woo!
the potion itself appears to be a transparent liquid that has a sliver of fingernail inside.
Can I take a little sipski and find out what it is?
Sure can. 'Tis a potion of hill giant strength.
Ooh.
Mm.
And you drink this potion, your strength score changes to 21 for 1 hour.
Nice.
Kitty could definitely use that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might be better with one it, like, I mean, I can take it, but that only benefits me
Oh, I
slightly
see.
Someone that
Maybe-
doesn't have strength.
because it's just a +2 to damage essentially because of reckless. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I
We're
think
about to get
Rook-
20 anyways if we get a few more levels.
Yeah, Rook's also in close combat, so
Yep.
maybe the next one.
Yeah, Rook wouldn't be the worst idea.
Is it?
Why don't you go ahead and keep that? And the gold, too.
I put it in the treasury already.
Okay. And
Lovely.
got a potion of hill giant strength. And as you guys consider your next movements towards Batsazan, we will deal with that situation and the arrival to that village on the next go around.
I will say I will do the whole like gather personal items and burn bodies.
Of course. But we can deal with all that on the next go around.
Enough.
So concludes episode 6 of Call of the Netherdeep. How we doing, guys?
Great.
Great.
We had a good time. It was good balance today.
I thought so too. And as such, we will pick this up in our next episode. But for now, thank you for listening to Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep, presented by Syker's Tales. On behalf of myself and my party, thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the next episode. Have a good
And
evening.
teach children to play with swords.
Yeah, it's like running with scissors.
Sometimes you gotta teach children how to play
Yeah.
with weapons, right?
That's the lesson.
Feels good. Feels good.
It sure is. Until next time, this is Sykersomatic, and we will see you at the next episode. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.